The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple...
Alley-oop! Sorry, pal.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Stray cloud converge!
Many happy returns!
No, my sword! Witness the power!
Up to it, Manzai!
Seize the skies! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Brain cutter!
Mighty mythical beast! Alley-oop!
Stray clouds converge! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Rain outlines your fate.
Nice and spicy.
Come a little closer.
Let's dance. Yeah. I see everything. I'm the frying pan. It's make yourselves at home. Eat this!
Let's spark things up a little. You're in for a little shock.
Hey! Share my knowledge. Hey, la, la, la.
Surrender and be gentle.
The Temple of Wisdom. Committed to memory.
everyone, please eat. Always wanted to try this place.
It's
Shincho!
That's not a... I can't pinpoint...
Nameless head.
That's right. All they knew was that after the drought ended, the way this name...
Thanks a lot, Shincho.
It's nothing at all.
Well, Paimon's still...
Let me think. Perhaps the real-life heroine who... It's rare for a chivalry... I've never understood...
We'll be sure to tell you if we man...
That's a deal.
Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Shincho. Oh, right. There's a drought in this story, too.
Well, they used to be. But... So while droughts do happen, the crops withered.
That sounds up.
Yeah. Still. They say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe. Do you have any other...
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Yen. Paimon hopes that... Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time,
It's no problem.
Bow your head. Stabilize! Silence! Gather! Settle down! Order guide you!
Reward on the road.
A reward on the road.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, thank... Straight word, but... Ping.
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one...
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say.
Well, the inquiry... Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life?
It does not require as much as you may think. Still...
Clover Tainer, Madam Ping!
Nothing save for some trivial matters.
Shinto has a theory, but let's save it for when Chuyu and Miss Yundai have joined up with us again.
Do not be troubled, young lady.
Thank you so much. What do you think, Chuyu? Does it match up with what you know?
According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tien. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in her attic full of a bunch. I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the...
Is that so?
Thank you.
Okay, since we have... Sure thing. I have a secret I want to tell you.
What's wrong?
Well, I've been...
Oh! About that.
Well...
Must have been a slip of the tongue.
One is indeed...
I knew it. Well, one I had this soup. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already back in my bed, and my feet... I really wanted to thank her, so I just kept...
A pure white illuminated crane? Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an Adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from
That's weird. Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much.
Leave it to us! Now, let's go to Wangshu.
Okay,
Hi. How are you?
Wangshu.
do you remember this place?
Yes. The fish, I believe.
I'll come with.
Paimon's still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this... Whoa! Shao! What are you doing here all of a sudden? You scared the living daylights out of Paimon!
I sensed a non-human presence
I am
and
who?
decided to come take a look. If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern. It's been a while, Cloud Retainer.
What about
I have
you?
indeed. I fought alongside her in this...
Oh, wow! What was... Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold, the glory of one's new...
Great.
an impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too well.
Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always as ostentatious as you describe. The Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles was taciturn and solemn, only speaking when she had to activate her sigil.
A Cloud Retainer who barely talks?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape? When dwelling between...
After the war, although I do believe...
One believes there is little need...
Granny, are you okay?
Perhaps this conversation should end here. Should you encounter any...
Everyone! I think Granny...
Slowly now.
A long time ago.
So what Shinjo said...
I don't remember. I was confined. One day, he told me that the pills were
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going through now is just a relapse of what happened, and it was all thanks...
I'm sorry, I don't...
Hey! You're not...
Oh, fret not, dear child.
The recovery of a person's memories is a...
Next location... There isn't... After all...
Okay. How was the concert? Okay.
I
That's
don't
great.
Still, I was thinking.
Huh? What?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
Ah,
No. Paimon sees an abandoned house! Why don't we take a break over there?
this place.
Did you remember something, Granny?
I remember. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on. I remember that night. I remember fall. I alone am the source of this sin.
Sin? Oh,
I don't know. I don't remember. I only... Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, but you're always going to be different from me. I
don't care what you might have done.
You're too all right. Let's not stand around any longer.
If one recalls correctly, the New Peak. You and I, how fares your health?
I may be a bit slow, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting.
does this place feel familiar?
Let me see. How strange. Have I lived? When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of... But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave...
But did the stories get it wrong then? Yeah, That's true. Paimon was hoping that...
I'm sorry to disappoint.
It's alright. We're not going to give up yet.
Thank you. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsong? Looks like we've come
Mount Outsong. Mount Outsong.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you...
Mount Outsong.
Mount Outsong holds some
It does, but
Are you feeling unwell?
My head... It feels all...
Cloud... Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You and I, you may leave the rest to me.
Wait, really?
I... Here.
Huh? But isn't this the
Precisely. A recent one at that. It periodically releases a soft soothing
Whoa, what a cool... We could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved time on a lot of...
How preposterous. Had you and I not recalled much, we Adepti can only help those...
Paimon thinks...
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage...
Whoa, Paimon can...
And you and I. It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie.
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Please. Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning. This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Granny! Granny?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have...
Wait! Did you just... You already knew each other?
Yes.
Granny, please don't cry.
Oh, don't worry, my dear. I'm so sorry, It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that...
One can sense the guilt.
No, it's okay. Shuyu.
Please, Granny, don't
I know, dear child. Some time ago...
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Jueyun Cars?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation to me. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed...
50 years ago?
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she had saved. She was the one I looked up to the most, but I was still far from being a real Adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of... She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever...
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia.
Was it because of...
Indeed. I fell in love. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to
Oh no. What happened next?
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of... I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face. But that was only the beginning of my troubles. I began to suffer from a strain. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was...
Granny!
What coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an Adeptus? Master, don't tell me.
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not?
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I met...
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fun. One found you with such ease every time.
Wait! Paimon's So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how? When?
Perhaps it... One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses. In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your but soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your unwilling to begrudge someone of wishing to grant you a life without regrets. As for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only, as one expected, one was quite torn.
Yeah! Skyward!
Nevertheless, one would speak to you about Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Hurrah! Yeah! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Seize the skies! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity. Said godly remain. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War. Some of the gods were likely shattered by contraptions of one's very... In the end, to see you happy... Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait! But if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale. Just as you and I troubled one with her, upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus, because all illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. You became more than amenable enough. It bears mentioning, however, perhaps fate brought you two together in more... Now all... One has always... Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Memories are most meaningful when recalled...
Master, I must ask.
One has never... When it is time for... 'Tis a refuge. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike... You had... 40 years ago, you chose... Fortunately... You were able to have...
So...
One will help...
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Master, you've all... I don't know how I could...
Granny? Please don't...
Don't be sad, dear child. Don't forget to eat...
I promise, Granny.
Good girl. Good girl. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything. That's a good girl.
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And
That's a good girl. I'm so sorry, Master.
Shiryu.
Let her be. At her age... Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Now that the issue has been resolved...
always believed we would see each other again, that our days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me. If only things could stay this way forever.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up. Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
Huh? Was Paimon sleeping just now? Oh, Paimon!
Madam...
Oh, Shuyu, you're awake! How do you...
I feel... Madam...
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad, but... Even though Granny... I could become a cool adeptus like you, and...
Upon some reflect...
Thank you so much,
Paimon's gonna let you in on... If you join them, you'll never enjoy Wanmin Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly... Every individual must find...
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here.
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural... That is precisely why one plans to relocate to...
Whoa! You're leaving Mount Outsong?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace and peace. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuandai. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that it is due to some failing on one's part as an elder or master. One is most curious as to what aspect... Why are you all so...
Paimon is... just a bit...
One has precious little time to One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in...
Don't worry, we'll help you. So, when can we expect...
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. Preparation is the key to success, after all. One has already picked out a handsome prop...
Seems like you've really thought of everything. Then how about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
A sensible plan. See you then. Oh, also, why don't you take this suspensus somnium mechanism as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation as you listen to its melodies. It might help you find a new perspective.
Awesome! Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what we found out? Should we make a trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild? It's total...
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded.
To be quite honest, in what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own. I have to be careful. Yes, you.
We're here, Clow. Miss Shenyan.
Ah, perfect timing. This I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure folly.
Several...
Indeed. Their family...
Yep, they've definitely been...
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of Mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another...
Whoa! Please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack...
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer, then. Traveler...
Master! Oh, it's you two again.
Shiryu! You got it!
Mm-hmm. Master made it.
Huh? You know how to make...
Do I know how to make clothes?
Master, I brought in most...
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually...
It appears... Now, this expert you...
Soon. Here, allow me to make some introductions. This is Mr. Zhongli. Oh, Mr. Zhongli, this is Miss Shenyun. She's the...
Huh.
Ah, if it isn't Miss Shenyun. It is...
Indeed, most serendipitous.
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest.
Huh. So you...
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you...
You are too kind, Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge, and I...
Why, you flatter me, Miss Shin.
Not at all.
While I am loath to butt into this you two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship.
Huh! A preposterous accusation! The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do...
Miss Shenyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction...
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest! What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched for... I deeply apologize you. So,
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not the same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among...
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, then in that case, Miss Shenyun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large...
The Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house.
I fear people only use the term bank now.
Zhongli!
My friends.
We've been great! How about you? Paimon didn't know you were such a busy consultant!
My days have been quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested... As for you, Miss Shenyun...
I must say, the name Shenyun sounds exceedingly strange
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a...
Well... alas, refer to...
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
One has indeed. One's previous stays were all brief. Now that one has made up one's mind, this city is much changed from how it was more.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and...
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day. No need to get all sentimental on us.
You make a valid point, Paimon.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic...
Oh? What a...
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago.
Huh! Hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others. It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe toast. One has already passed word to Shenhe and Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest...
It should be a most...
Shu Yu, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr.
A humble employee.
Nice to meet you too, Miss...
That should be everyone, right?
Sounds good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and stuff. Is that true?
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey, wait up! So that elemental life form came up. Wouldn't it already have become the wit?
There is a chance that it could avoid that end. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the... It has the ability to purify. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is... Yep. It's just like so...
Another strange metaphor.
What the Lord of Dendro means.
Yes, and it should... Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this.
Yep, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
Propagate! Teamwork is strength!
Let the mighty be humbled! I will have order! Settle down!
It should be the life.
That light. Wait. Something dark. What's going on? Didn't it?
Maybe it's because such a... Although the power, it might have lost...
Oh no! I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance.
Traveler.
It's okay. I trust your judgment.
Oh, yeah! You said that the...
You want to use its power.
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. I too would advise It's risky to use its...
Don't understand.
Yes, I understand. But this is...
It's okay, there's... How about this? Traveler, I understand that you have an amazing
Don't overdo it, Traveler.
Lord of Dendro, and...
Yay!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Wait,
I'm sorry, that portion of my memory is highly unreliable.
that sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable memories. You once said, even you couldn't however, you...
You and I made...
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end.
No one can withstand the...
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing. Is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand.
Can you please tell me what...
This is a fire seed. It's an essential... The Lord of the Dendro... However, and as a result...
Oh, no wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used... That's... never mind. The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It's very powerful. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any accident...
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility.
Alright. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro Dragon, the Fire Seed can also resonate with the heart of Oasis. In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro Dragon by following... But you should hurry. There's the... Forget about me. You should hurry.
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be Lord of Dendro. I thank you for... Our past has been saved. It's enough for me.
Hey! Wait! It turned into...
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? Please, of all of us?
This is a small ball of light that
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and it's very happy right now.
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home...
Let's go! Home.
Are you?
No more words. Use this.
It's not much further. Follow me, we're close. I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. Hey, look! Something's over there!
We found it. A pep. The Dendro Dragon.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big!
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
Pep, we're here.
I do not need saving. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak.
Let go, foolish boor. You will find no gratefulness from me. You will only be...
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no...
I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do...
Hey, don't leave! Careful, something's coming. Ah, what is that?
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family?
External form not important. Inner nature. The composition of their elemental power.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation. Although a most gruesome, they've gradually taken this form in order to survive the...
Is there any way to avoid... Hey! Can you guys talk?
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily free them from their pain. All that remains are the instincts to survive and...
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world?
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them. They are not evil in nature.
Solidify!
Germinate!
The tides beckon.
Hyman thinks they used up all their strength.
They want to go home. Yes. It was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to... Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. Their external form has become their shackles. It seems only the fire seed or a Pep's Heart of Oasis can save them. But it'll be risky if we use the fire seed.
Correct. We cannot use the fire...
Everyone goes home. Not... This is...
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the dark. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become unstable. But as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it should...
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is... I'm not doing this after all.
I will stand...
Yes. Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa. It's shining now.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. To imagine such growth...
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes.
Yes, fine.
This is the last part.
is huge. Could this be where the Dendro Dragon...
Yeah. Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but that will be impossible if we can't get...
But how...
I'll see what I can do. A path. However, we're not that...
Wonder if the Dendro Dragon's even willing to listen.
I don't care about what you believe in. I'm here to save both. They've been and now that everything...
No response.
Your eagerness to survive me. If you claim to know so much more than that... Please keep everyone and send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the Traveler?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safe.
Well,
Yep, let's go.
Paimon knows that. Let's hurry. He might be just a... What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light the damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it! We still...
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire's...
It shattered. It was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire... But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked in. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for a moment. If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all the... Oh...
Don't worry. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that, so all I have to do is imitate that power. Well,
you're gonna become the fire?
Yes. I might, however.
What happens?
I'll become a blade of grass. I will be able to unleash...
But...
That's all right.
No, wait!
Maybe you and the I can still communicate...
You can't be If the Traveler were here... If we knew...
I'm sorry, Paimon. But we're out. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can...
No. The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made. But not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home.
Gather!
Scatter!
Bow your head.
Everybody stand!
I will have order.
Spring forth!
Share my knowledge!
Propagate!
Solidify! Silence! Thank you for protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made. Settle down. Stabilize.
Scatter!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Order guide you. Be sanctified. An oversight on my part.
Propagate!
Silence!
Scatter!
This is order.
Propagate! Spring forth!
Everybody stand!
The tides beckon.
The Temple of Wisdom!
Scatter!
Gather! Bow your head. I will have order. Settle down. Stabilize. Let the mighty be humbled.
Make yourselves at home! I see everything!
Propagate!
Bow your head. This is order.
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say, you fungi said that your form didn't matter, right?
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power. They will be born once again now that they're one. There's nothing to be sad about.
But that's different!
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. That's how it's destined to be. But as long as you can be healthy again, Samara will be free from threat, as long as your health is...
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from me, be that as it may, when you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Sheesh. I respect your decision. And before you begin resting, how did you become affected by forbidden...
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world and led us in a fight against the order established by the outsiders.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. The world itself was on the verge of collapse. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while but I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, I was stopped by the giant spike that fell from the sky. Sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was over.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun, Allah...
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His ambitions continued to grow. Although I didn't think much of him, the condition was that after his death, all the knowledge... At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones. While others chose to flee after experiencing pain and agony. But for me,
I will follow them.
You really...
When Al-Ahmar's proud... However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. But even then, I still...
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you. Continue forward. How far will a life so dear...
Looks like we've been sent back out!
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully... It's not as ruthless as a...
Nobody's in a good... Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although each opportunity, perhaps the Can
you really call up
family? Those two fungi.
Oh yeah. Waiting here all this time?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But don't be sad. It did it to protect you. It said that Newer is its most important family. That's your name. Oh. This is wonderful. So they will definitely meet again. Someday.
Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa, thank you.
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele?
Oh, it's all right.
It's been a while.
Oh, it's you two. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine.
You're really amazing. And if Miss Navi is your friend, then she... What's in this?
Of course.
Oh, it's...
Well, it's a gift, but it's the so I turn...
Oh, so that...
Everyone, I'm really grateful that thanks to the protection of the...
Oh, it's the least...
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report.
What?
It seems like they've been but Romeo and his folk, we investigated the...
They have smartened...
Seems like they've got no
Sorry.
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine...
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate... If they manage to blow up the Aquabut...
Are they insane? There's tons of...
Yeah. If they've been we have to issue an...
Let's get everyone onto our ship.
My dear partner, if the explosives do go off, not only... Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us now.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss! What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of...
You mean... this... Oh. I get it now. You knew...
Not quite. Though I share their positions on... And that's because... Out of the entire...
You better stick close to me.
Romeo promised, but it was like you were glued. Romeo has lost his patience.
Why?
Only someone... You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, but I saw it all with my... And it was all Clementine.
So the shock and grief you...
Now you're catch... Did you know? Down there in that blasted... Back then, because the years passed by. But then he died. And it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved the...
Don't listen to him,
Have you ever considered that maybe you... Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of...
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe, but... Is that really what...
Shut your mouth! I don't know how to...
I'm sure, Mr. Malou, you've somehow managed...
Get out of the way, Florent!
You're gonna have to... Boss, there's...
Maybe you think you're... But the love that I've... And even now... Hey there! Hey there! Where'd that come from? Ow! I'm fine. Hey there! Attack! That's the way. Hey there! Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of... I can't allow my...
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine. way, they must...
Stabilize! Silence! Be sanctified. Solidify! Settle down! Go! I will have order! Stabilize! Let the mighty be humbled! Solidify! Bow your head.
They certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Justice is blind. The tides beckon. Gather!
Water jet! Wipe out!
Solidify! This is order!
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism! Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff. Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for? Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Oh, you found it! That's amazing! That should do it, right? Navi and Florent should be able to relax now. Oh, you're right. They're gonna bury Poisson!
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block? I'm doing this the Spina way.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once.
I have nothing. Regardless of what, please,
Sounds good. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take it.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone!
Yeah.
But you...
Boss, we managed to catch all the Seems like Romeo really...
Got it. Coulter, I can understand how you feel. I am not callous. But I will spend more so that one...
I know what you're trying to say. There are too many...
henceforth. But once you're
Thank you.
As I thought.
She is... Thank you for protecting the... I was actually... If I'd lost... A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, seeing it still...
What happened while...
Just give her some time.
Thank you. Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I used to think that Coulter mentioned... Do you think...
Don't think like that now, no matter what others think.
Well, since it's ended up like this, there's some...
Florent, I hope you can understand.
Don't worry.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's...
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it, but special... Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil...
Papa, Mother, and me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records.
Wow!
It is indeed. To be honest, we only asked Boss.
How could we only have stat?
Even though Boss is still young.
We wanted to commemorate.
I don't know what.
With Navia around.
We're gathered here today that we support you and.
That's what we believe as well.
Thank you so. This really is. I never thought